Alright guys, welcome to Wednesday's workout of the day. Today we are going to be working a little bit more on skill development, range of motion development by doing a movement that we don't see often at all. Very challenging movement, and you're going to need to scale appropriately. It is the single arm overhead squat. The workout today is 60 repetitions. You can share them between your arms whenever you want, but they should be shared evenly. So it should be 30 per arm, and you do every minute you're going to do 5 thrusters. Okay, so you start with thrusters, and then every minute after that, on the minute, you do 5 thrusters, and then you can continue doing your overhead squats on one arm. Okay, this workout's called fine-tuning because you're not fine-tuning a skill because most of you don't have a single arm overhead squat very well. Very difficult movement, requires maximum range of motion. Very tough. You can use a backpack, barbell, dumbbell, whatever you need to. But I would recommend keeping it pretty light. You want something that you know that you could do for 10 reps, and then the range of motion is what's really going to kill people. You have to be so upright in this that if you don't have that upright torso mastery of the squat, it is going to be a tough workout. What I recommend doing is grabbing a box, the couch, chair, whatever it is, and doing it to a height so that you can be successful in the range of motion that you have, but you're not getting stuck or falling over or anything like that. Difficult movement. Work on the skill. Don't approach this with intensity. I think I actually made it not scored at all. Or no, I think I made it scored for rounds. But regardless, ignore your score. Just try to get some mastery of this single arm overhead squat. Warm up wise, you guys are going to do 10 minutes of kind of just flowing. You'll do 5 groin rocks to really open up those hips because you'll need it. And then 5 hip rocks to further capitalize on that. And then 1 minute per side of the Achilles lizard stretch where we're really trying to get that range of motion of the ankle full before we get started on some pretty tough squatting positions. And then you got 10 diamond push-ups to warm up the elbows and the triceps and the pecs. All right, so that's the warm-up. You'll do 10 minutes of just moving through that at a consistent pace so that your heart rate is elevated, your body temperature is elevated, and your joints are prepped for the work ahead. Then you guys will go into wall sit Wednesday. This Wednesday we've got 90 seconds of work, 90 seconds of rest. So for a minute 30, the first 30 seconds you're just going to sit on the wall. You can add weight if it's not super challenging. Then you go right into 20 alternating Cossack squats. Really wide stance, shifting back and forth. And then you finish the rest of the time with as many chair supported dips as you possibly can do. Range of motion is not the most important thing on this. Constant tension is. So when you're doing those max chair dips, you don't have to go as super duper low as possible. You have to keep moving though, right? So hit top end, go, right? There's no pausing at any point in time during that, and just try to accumulate as many reps as possible. And it's okay if it's not like a super long range of motion. Sometimes that's actually the goal of what we're doing, is just to get the pump going in the triceps and any other shoulder musculature that's feeling like that's getting worked from those. But if you do it a little bit shorter and do faster reps, you're probably going to feel the stimulus a little bit more. So that's the wall sit Wednesday. So 1 minute 30 of work, 1 minute 30 of rest, and you do 3 rounds. Maybe it's 4. I'll double check. Anyway, after that, you go into your fine tuning. Talked about that. Then go into the cool down. The cool down today is going to be 1 minute per side of a double side pigeon, and then a 2-minute saddle, and that's it. So just stuff. The reason this week all these cool downs are like very stretch based is because I want you guys to really focus more on breathing after the workouts. So get your breathing back to normal, get your heart rate back to normal. That way you're ready to carry on with your day, and you're going to upregulate the ability to recover from the work that you just did. All right, so that's the goal of Wednesday's workout of the day. If you guys have questions, make sure you ask them.